7-7 is in effect. This is not a drill. All civilians report to designated evacuation areas immediately.
Look at the size of that thing. It must be their command ship.
Everything just feels bigger. It's a much... Everything feels big. Visually, the game looks better than ever. The gunplay in Destiny has always been his strength, which has come straight from Halo. And I'm happy to say they've not lost anything.
Okay, my ghost keeps tagging these Cabal as Red Legion. Ikora, what do you got?
They're elite, ruthless, and rumor is they have never known defeat.
Until today. Today they face Guardians.
But Zavala, they're attacking the Traveler.
The Traveler waits. We protect our people at any cost.
I mean, everything just... It just has such an epic feel to it. Which is just something that the storytelling in the first Destiny just didn't have. You never had this. You had set pieces. You never had such a immersive side of the story. And here we are. We make it to the tower. And just see just how destroyed it is. But this was my tower, you buttholes. Those who played Destiny may remember the ball that you could play with. As you see, there it is. Burst. Because they're gits.
Incoming! Fall back to you!
Inside the shield, dipshit. Inside the shield.
Don't let them pass the gate.
Oh, Zavala died? Okay.
We hold here. The command
the first.
ship is next on the list. Missiles! Stay inside my shield!
It was so cool to actually finally
what
have
Guardians are made of.
Zavala, Ikora, and K6 as, you know, moving, living characters. Ah, get off my tower, you sons of bitches.
Zavala, the last of the shuttles is away. But the speaker, he never made it. I'm going to look for him.
I've got the plaza. Go with Ikora. Find the speaker.
We're on it, Commander.
Spots inbound! Get to the speaker!
We need to find the speaker.
Oh yeah, we took before I go.
Now! We need to leave now!
Another Destiny 1 Easter egg. This is the guy who normally sweeps the floor in the on the way to the hangar, to the shipping docking area. And here he is sweeping away. Humming his song.
Ikora!
The speaker is gone. Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy in me! Zavala,
She'll find the speaker. We need to move on that command ship. Now head to the North Tower. I'm sending Amanda Holiday to pick you up.
Such a great opening to the game.
Holiday is inbound. We need that ship off the field.
Someone told me you need a ride.
I just love the gunplay. Gunplay's so good in Destiny. But they got the storytelling side of it right as well.
Zavala, picked up that Guardian you never shut up about?
Get them on that command ship now!
Hold on back there!
It just gives the fight a bigger scale that the first game never really appreciated gave it.
Come on, big guy. Do something. All right, Guardian. Time to kick him where it hurts.
Yes, I love the fact that Halliday just became more than just a person who sat on the table selling you shit ships. All the NPC characters, all the side characters from the first Destiny story, all have a much bigger role in this. And a bigger presence, which just makes it work.
Let us know when the shields are down and we'll hit that ship with everything we got.
Hi, honey. We're home.
That hologram could help. Let me take a look.
Do you think, buddy? Do you think?
Okay, the shield generator should be at the bottom of the ship.
Oh. Very nice. Come on, where's your boss?
Cade, what's your status?
Low on ammo. Old flaming pit. Kept burning out. Anyone heard from Akora?
Not since you went for the speaker. Form up! For me!
See, very Halo, and there's a lot of Halo 2 in this. Oh, did you miss me? One down, son. Wow, we took 3 shots from the golden gun. Okay. Up. Are they? Yeah, sit down, son. You did.
shield generator should be straight ahead.
Ah! Let me see you there. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. You know what? Alright, let's see if I can do this
Destroy
better than I
the
did in the
turbine.
beta.
The shield should fizzle. Yes, just like that.
No! I did not do that on the PS4 one, just to say. With a Titan, it was a lot easier to do it.
Heat levels rising. It's working. Zavala, we did it. The shields are down.
Stop, 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 stop! It's just so epic!
Headed topside. Amanda!
This bit is just... If you play the first Destiny, then this bit will have a massive impact on you.
How do we come back from this?
You don't.
Gary!
Welcome to a world without light.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. Your kind never deserved the power you were given. I am Gaul, and your light is mine.
That is just, as an opening, it's just... I mean, if you're new to Destiny, then that just gives you... You won't know what it's like to have this storytelling told really in such a cinematic form. Because the first game was play a little bit, little cutscene, play a bit, little cutscene. To have it merged together, oh, so good. And I have to admit, the next sequence surprised me because I didn't see this next sequence coming when I played it first time on PS4. Those are the original subclasses of the Guardians. Oh, this is so good. So we're now 2 days after the original attack, and we're only now just waking up. And just to give an example, you can see the fact is our armour's in tatters, torn. Even our pistol is damaged. Everything is just battered. And we can see the Red Legion, which is the forces of Galt, aka Gary, have completely taken over the city. There's literally nothing left. And we are hurt. We're without our powers. We're without our ghost. So this is the first time, even if you played the original Destiny, this is the first time without your powers that you feel absolutely weak and vulnerable, which is such a strength to the storytelling. No powers, no ghost to heal you. For me, what Bungie have done, they've taken the story elements from Destiny 1 that people had an issue with, and they've taken them out, and they've just gone, okay, we understand that. This is why the power of the Traveler is important. This is why. So they're now showing you what it's like when you have that power taken away. Because they never really explained how you got the power and what the power actually meant. So the fact that in Destiny 2 you start off by having it removed and just being in this weak state, in tatters, lost with no powers. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to hide there. When I did hide on both PS4, but I think they ignore you anyway. I don't think they see you, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to be very different playing this through as a hunter. I'm so used to playing as a Titan, as just a walking tank. I mean, this is the last city on Earth. And it was taken in a matter of hours. And there's no guardians to protect it now. And whatever that thing is. Seems our ghost is not quite done for.
Guardian. You're alive. I thought I lost you. I can heal you, but I can't resurrect you. Not since. Guardian, the light is gone. They've taken the city.
The ghost.
Traveler. Everything. The Red Legion is killing powerless guardians.
But he can't even.
We have to get out of here.
Now, when I first played this on PS4, because on the first Destiny 1, you couldn't grab on ledges. Apparently now you can, which was new. So I walked all the way around to have a look. And the music is something else. I really want to get the soundtrack to Destiny. I really want to get the soundtrack to Destiny 2. It's just absolutely beautiful, just like. It's really moving. I mean, again, it comes down to the fact is if you're new to Destiny, then all this will just feel like a modern game. But 3 years ago, when the first Destiny came out, it never had this level of cinematic storytelling. As much as it tried to, it never found the right balance. Just to have this with the music and everything else, really something different.
I'm picking up an emergency broadcast. Rendezvous coordinates. They're evacuating the planet. We're on our own.
And really, for the first time, this is the first time you actually get a chance to look outside the city walls. I mean, the last city had a wall all the way around it that the Guardians protected. Fusion! Good evening, sir. How you doing, my friend? Hello. And again, hello, I'm Sean the Cottage Armor. This is my first time ever playing Destiny on Xbox One. I played the first Destiny and all DLC on PlayStation 4. I have played Destiny 2 on PlayStation 4 yesterday and today, completing the main story, so I know what happens. But this is my first time playing on Xbox One. So a few things to mention straight away is the Xbox One version looks just as good as the PlayStation 4 version. Normally Xbox One games don't look as shiny, and normally they look a little bit off, but there is really no difference between the PS4 version and the Xbox One version that I can tell, which is really, really impressive. I have to admit, my Assassin's Creed fanboy got a buzz from this little bit.
These Guardians. They had no chance without their powers. That could be us. Guardian, if you die, I can't resurrect you. We need to be very careful.
And I think this part is something that I think we took for granted in the first. About the first game. The Light of the Traveller not only gives the Guardians special powers, but it allowed the ghosts to revive them should they die. And you just took that for granted, because you were dead once, hundreds of years ago, and then a ghost revives you. But now, without the power of the Traveller, if you die, you die. That is it. The only ghost can do is heal you. Also, the submachine gun is a new class of gun added to the game. These war beasts are Cabal war beasts. They're new to Destiny 2. The gun noises are amazing, and that music as well. It just hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. Oh, little Nolan droid. Oh, tuck it up. The Falcon that we saw in our vision. Well, vision, dream. The blacking out, I don't think it needed to do this blacking out to load a cutscene though. This was a little bit of a niggle for me. So now we are 1 week after the original attack. So it's to give you this. It's supposed to give you an idea that you've just been walking for like a week.
Is it
You've just been
following us,
walking forward.
or are we following it?
So we are now 1 week since the Cabal took the Traveller, destroyed the tower, and Gary kicked us off a cliff. Now, at first, I thought the story of the game was the Cabal taking the Traveller away. But it seems all they've really done is just captured the Traveller and captured the city. So that was unexpected. But just... And I'm definitely getting Halo 2 vibes from the way they're telling the story. That opening was very Halo 2. For me. It is, I've got to say, it is absolutely beautiful on Xbox One. I'm so pleased they kept the parity with the PS4. And the music is just something else. Again, got to be really careful here because we can die. Oh, you son of a... I'm coming for you, Gary. I'm coming for you. Coming for you, Gary. I mean, you can just listen to that music for so long. I mean, even the progress of the music follows your movements. And as I learned on PS4, you're meant to fall down.
Oh, look. Somebody left a perfectly good Guardian lying around. Things
Oh,
must
I'm
be
loving the
worse
head.
than I thought.
Daredevil Exo is awesome.
And that's our cue. Time to go, people!
But wait, where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That Falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got.
Hi,
What about
Lewis.
you? Fit to fly? Probably gonna need one of these, too. Time to make yourself useful, Guardian. All right, people, spin 'em up! Got a long flight ahead of us!
So for those who are just tuning in, I'm Sean the Content Charmer, and this is Destiny 2 from the beginning with my brand new hunter, Daredevil Hunter, the EXO. This is my first time playing Destiny on Xbox One. I have played it on PS4. And I hope you all have a nice weekend. I hope you're doing well.
Do you see, traveler, all that I have done? Grace me with your light. Take your place at the center of my empire. See me, and the Red Legion will be your true guardians.
Dominus, the city is secure. Those who fled are being hunted, and those foolish enough to remain have been executed. Victory, as with all things, is yours to claim.
This victory is as much yours as mine, old friend.
All that remains is the completion of the cage, the great machine. Then we may begin the extraction of its power, and put it to its rightful use.
They call it the Traveler.
I would contend that other civilizations may be more precise in their naming. Its functions can be controlled and exploited, as we have so clearly proven.
Yet they believe it to be a god.
Dominus. Gaul. We have spent our lives, you and I, working to reshape our society, reforge our people, rebuild an empire nearly destroyed by Callus's greed and corruption. There is nothing in this universe greater than you. The Red Legion will have that machine's power. You will be called Emperor. What more would the Dominus have?
Emperor Gary!
I would have worked with my guest.
Now this bit was unexpected.
So you're the one who speaks for the Traveler.
Oh, that logo is the symbol of the Red Legion. If you're wondering why it keeps popping up on screen.
Coming up on the European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
That thing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
And it's Hawkeye's farm, everybody. It's pretty much Hawkeye's farm. If you've watched Civil War. The loading times are just as long as they are on PS4. Which again is annoying. I'm actually really digging our Daredevil look. Not in the whole armor costume phase, but the head at least. We'll have to try and find a red outfit and do it properly. I don't like the fact that to start off with there's no other players here, it's just you until you actually get into the game. Sure. Hello, chicken.
Do you want me to write something down? Oh. I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra. Tyra Karn. I'm sorry. Have we met before? Losing my connection to the light has been disorienting. Now, I understand you seek the shard of the Traveler. I too have dreamt of it. Its jagged, broken edge. A wound that never heals. But I do not trust its pull. Like us, the shard no longer knows the light. Not since the Traveler cast it off during the collapse. For centuries it has twisted and corrupted everything around it. Where it lies is now a place of death. If you are determined to go, remember, we Guardians are no longer immortal.
Alright, let's get rid of this. See, I hope some of the more advanced armor does that thing, because I've never liked the cape on the Hunters. The hoods, I like. The cape, not so much. So,
The Vanguard held the city together for generation after generation of citizenry. It wasn't always Commander Zavala.
although I think I've made the head a little bit too red. Perhaps.
Frame. Bird.
Hello. Oh. Doing the robot. We sit down, we point, and we wave. So we don't bow anymore. Interesting.
This is... Whew. Lot of civilization. For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life. So... Anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted-up hunk of Traveler. You Guardians have a weird idea of a good time. Oh well. Lewis and I know plenty about trusting your gut. So I'm not about to stop you. I got enough to deal with here. Take that ship you flew here. At least it'll get you back faster. See all these refugees? I haven't lost one yet. Don't you be my first.
I like the fact that now the side characters, when they're not involved in a cutscene, are normally your Marcus sellers. They give you your quests and equipment now. I like the fact that they have proper things to say rather than just hello and welcome back, which is pretty much, it was just so limiting in the first game, but now they actually have proper dialogue and stuff to say.
Take care of yourself, okay?
And I have to say,
You gonna say something?
this is how you now do your get to your missions now, and it's a lot easier than the first Destiny. Those who have played the first Destiny will remember you would have to go to orbit, go to a menu, pick a location, fly there with a massive loading screen. Now you can just do everything at a touch. You can just, wherever you are, you can just go straight to where you need to go from this destination menu.
You just have to answer the call. You know?
Look at me, level 1. Now, curiously, on PlayStation 4, I'm actually part of the PlayStation Access clan. Stop. Why you haven't... That never happened on PS4, having problems connecting to Destiny servers. That's interesting. Does that happen a lot, Doff? So, clan-wise, I'm actually part of the PlayStation Access clan. Now, I thought that had actually... It linked cross-platform. So, it looks like I'm going to have to find a clan for my Xbox One. Guardian stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably because everyone's not working and everyone's home, so everyone's playing Destiny all of a sudden. It's not broken, we're not getting disconnected, so it's not too bad. It's just a bit annoying at the bottom of the screen. I have to keep an eye on that. Are you part of a clan, Dolph? We'll have to have a look to see going forward, I think. Hopefully the servers will behave and he won't stop us from doing anything other than... It keeps doing that. Why is it doing that? That's not a good sign when they start playing up. Has it been like this all day, Dolph? Because Destiny is an online game, and if you can't get onto the servers, it feels like he's... You didn't have to find a matter of fire team. I wasn't looking for a fire team. I'm doing a story mission that you bellend. Sadly, if the servers are like this, I might not actually be able to, I might not be able to continue. That's going to be a real... No. Ooh, she kicks in. She kicks in. Well, normally it doesn't take Bungie long to get the servers on stable when there's an issue, so fingers crossed it gets better, but it shouldn't stop us from doing what we want to do, which is continue the story for a bit.
You sure you want to do this? That shard is the reason this place is called a dead zone.
We have to, Hawthorne. It's a sign.
Yeah, a sign that says dead zone.
See, I like the hunter without a cape. I hope the advanced stuff doesn't have a cape, because I never liked that cape. It just feels stupid.
You know, I've been all over the EDZ. Charming enough. I mean, nothing says come visit, like a dark haunted forest.
But non-Guardians aren't supposed to leave the city.
Here's the thing about city rules. They stop applying once you leave the city. There's a small gap in the wall. Hard to see, but it's there. Nobody goes farther than that. At least nobody who wants to come back.
So this is a nice like the Destiny one where you wake up and you can see the old hundreds and hundreds of years ago old vehicles. So the plan, we are going to investigate a piece of the Traveller, a shard that broke off when the Traveller first came to Earth. Although we do not know why we're doing this. Only that we are. Of course, I'll just try to double jump, forgetting the fact I haven't got any powers. And that's what happens when you can't double jump. Now, this section of the Titan was really cool, so it should be really cool to see from the hunter's point of view. Are you currently part of a clan at the minute, Dolph?
Let me know when you reach me.
Hawthorne, can you hear us? Sid's dead.
Alright, if you want me to use the shotgun. Now, why are the fallen here?
Did you hear something? We're under attack.
Oh, the shotguns are amazing. Oh, I love the shotguns from Destiny.
Those things were the Fallen. Scavengers from another world. They worship machines.
So this is a nice little exposition in case you are new. Oh, it isn't. It was on PS4 so far. Got some nifty exotic weapons from as clan rewards for playing. So hopefully they'll get it sorted before Wednesday and the first raid kicks in. I've actually got my first exotic weapon quest that I think needs the raid to complete it. I think. Coordinating sector 236. I'm surprised they didn't call it 343 just as a nice little nod to Halo. Yay, first loot chest. We've got our first new weapon. An auto rifle. Level 12. Nice. Well, I must admit, I am more of a fan of a good scout rifle, personally. Well, I'm a fan of scout rifles because of Jax, who I am sorely missing. My usual Destiny Guardian partner, but Destiny is no longer on Jax's radar, sadly. But never know. One day might persuade her. Might persuade her to pick it up. If I have to buy it for her.
The Shard of the Traveler. This is it. Right out of our vision.
So our vision showed us this shard, which is why we're coming here. Like he's calling to us, almost. So that massive chunk is from the bottom of the Traveller, which broke off when he first came to Earth. But from what we know, it's been disconnected from the Traveller, and all it's done really is just, its energy is just destroyed the forest around it. No idea why the Guardians didn't recover it, but then there's a lot of story that they can't. You just have to kind of give the benefit of the doubt, I think, on this one. We've got ships. I didn't if the orb gave us anything. Why are the falling here? Yeah, let's get the fire. I love the fact that everything's just back to basic now. Everything's gone back to... I keep trying to double jump and I keep forgetting I can't double jump. I will say this, I'm not happy with the fact that the Titan armor, every single one of them has stupid shoulder pads. Crap. It really annoys me. I hate that American football look they've given the Titan. I know he's supposed to be like a tank, but you don't need to give him stupid shoulder pads. Headshots are so satisfying in this one. See, that's very cool. Looks like you've just come from... See now I'm looking like like Deadpool. Like a very early Deadpool mask. Got some weird floating rocks. There's normally a good sign that things are about to get weird. There it is. Part of the Traveller. Looks like he's outer casing. Because the Traveller is basically just one big machine. That's what the Traveller is as far as we understand from the first game. He's just a machine. Oh. You, my friend, can eat a shotgun to the face. Now, trying to remember that I can actually properly die here, so I'm trying to be a little more sensible. And now we have our full...
I think we scared them away.
Our first...
Take me to the shard.
Generic outfit. Oh. I do. I look like I must admit, strange thing is, I give him a head of Daredevil. He does look like Daredevil before he gets his suit in the Netflix series.
This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close to the Traveler's Light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes up, Guardian.
Oh yes, baby. We've got our powers back. Arc Strider. I love the fact we... Oh.
Time to shout.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it means to be a Guardian. Now, if I remember rightly, I think the Hunter can actually combo his moves together. Nice little demonstration of our powers there. Now, if you played the original Destiny, the subclasses had an entire screen just full of upgrades, and it was so painstakingly to go from each one. They've absolutely, completely, and utterly simplified it now. You have your main skill set with your passive abilities. You also have then your personal abilities, and you can choose between the groupings. It just makes it all the... Oh, it just makes it so clear. Such a clever way they've cleaned it all up. And they cleaned it up nicely because it makes more sense now. What they've really done is removed a lot of the grinding that brought Destiny 1 to a crawl. Like, trying to get your subclass all fully skilled up would take ages because you had like 30 different slots you had to properly upgrade by leveling up. Now it's just, no, here's your subclass, here's the things that you can do, get off and go. No more micromanaging mobility movements and nonsense like that. They've just taken all that nonsense and ripped all the things that were stupid. They've just ripped it out and said, these are your powers, level them up, go kick some butt. So now I can play co-op and we can access the Crucible. And as you can see, we are now joined by everyone else. And as you can see, so this is my first taste of the Xbox Destiny community, eh?
Greetings, Guardian. Here to restock? We're falling behind schedule.
Ah, hello.
Get in there and show me your speed. It's you.
It is.
You and I walked together as the tower burned. And here we stand. Your light burns a path before us. And on that path, I see many battles ahead of you. Come back safe, Hunter. You're one of the good ones.
You're doing a great job.
I'm a level 2.
Anyone is giving you... Well, look at you. You got your life back. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad. Because we're gonna need it. There are a lot more survivors out there, and they need our help. We gotta get the word out that the farm is a safe haven. I sent a friend into the EDZ a few hours ago to set up a comm network. His name's Devram Kay. Good guy. Great shot. Don't tell him I said that. If you give him a hand, I'd take it as a personal favor.
Right, first things first. I'll take that scout rifle, please.
Careful out there.
I do like a good scout rifle. I love the fact that the very low level scout rifles all come with a silencer. The later ones don't. Which is interesting.
Did the bird distract you? He does that.
Right, definitely gonna have to find an Xbox clan now.
The Red Legion is escalating the war.
So this basically, for the time being, this replaces the tower as the hub. There's even a football pitch where you can play football. Oh, can't even score no open goal. Woohoo! The number of games of football I started on the beta of this is ridiculous. Right. Alright, let's start getting some missions done. Let's start getting this hunter leveled up. So I will be streaming both my PlayStation 4 and my Xbox One, but I'm going to continue streaming the story of the hunter via Twitch this way. I will probably take one of the other Guardians and do that via Mixer, just to see if I can how Mixer goes. But yeah, but for strike missions, raid, PvP stuff, I will probably play with my PS4 Titan. I still need to get my other two Guardians on the go as well. But I am going to give some time this week to getting the hunter at least started well. So hopefully now I can start joining you, Duff.
Don't get cocky now that you've got your powers back. The EDZ is rough, especially around the Old Town. Just remember, refugees from the city have it a lot rougher. You want to help them? Find Devram Kay.
Right. Let's get started. So if you're watching and you're new to Destiny or have any questions about Destiny, please feel free to ask in chat. I have completed the main story on PlayStation 4, so there will be no spoilers, but if you have any questions about gameplay or anything compared to the first game, please feel free to ask. If I know, I will tell you. If not, maybe we can find out together. Oh, I do like a good scout rifle. Scout rifles are awesome. What are you doing? See what I mean? You don't get that on PlayStation. Easy enough. That's like the third person we've seen so far teabagging away. Which is just weird to see. It is strange when you go into the public hub side of Destiny. Yeah, he was a bit I have to remember I'm not as strong as you, so better get his shield down. Damn, he's really kicking my butt. See, I'm so used to playing as a Titan. As a Titan, I just punched him a few times. It's very different when you play as a Hunter. Now for tougher enemies will now reward you with a loot. Very cool. Now, if there's things of interest, the ghost will now... Oh, hello. Will alert you that there's something there in the top right hand corner. You'll see the symbol for the ghost. That normally means there's something that he can detect, and if you bring out your ghost will actually look. So you can scan various things and get a little bit of backstory.
Some interesting data in these things. I think they came all the way from Venus with the old House of Winter.
That's a reference to the House of Wolves and the second Destiny 1 DLC pack. Now that wasn't very nice, was it? Boys and girls. Now we do have to be careful because we are very low level with armor and guns. So there's going to be some enemies that normally you can take out with a single hit. But are going to be quite challenging for us because we don't have the power cut. See, this random people. What the heck was that? There are some very strange emotes going on here. Very strange emotes. Here he is.
Guardian.
Hello.
A guest, but here I have no tea to serve. These are dire times indeed.
Indeed.
Devrim K, the 8th.
Hello.
Service.
Devrim K, the 8th.
When it was a city. Now I serve at the pleasure of my dear friend Soraya Hawthorne. First on the docket, contact other refugees and tell them of the farm. That means building a comm network from the ground up. And even though I happen to be a damn good shot, the Fallen are giving me a devil of a time. I dare say you can handle a few rounds with the enemy. I've seen what Guardians can do. Right. I think it's time to let the guns do the talking now. Don't you?
Indeed. I will, however, take your gun.
See you soon.
Alright, ghosty boy. Time for a makeover. There you go. Snot green. So I've just bought the gun I already had. Well, that makes me a more one.
I cannot afford to be distracted. I do hope you understand.
I do. Don't mind me, I'll just leave you to it. So, if you played the original Destiny, you may remember some of these zones had patrols. Patrolling is still part of Destiny, but now you actually have story missions that you can now do on the fly without having to go into orbit.
There's a banner on the main floor. Give it a look, will you?
Okay. I like Devon. He's so English.
This is a fallen house sigil. I don't recognize it, though.
Nor I. The Fallen seem to have put this up as something of a threat. I imagine you'll find lots of objects like this out there with a bit of a story to them. We both need some supplies to get
Sniper
going out
rifle.
here. See if
Lovely.
you find a cache in one of the buildings nearby.
I've just got to say, my favourite weapon manufacturer is Omolon. I just love the way their weapons look. They're so clean, smart, and curvy, especially the assault rifles. I'm sorry, were you yelling at me? Sit down. Shoot at me. Mikey, good evening, fella. Hello, sir. It's a little indie game. Thought I'll give it a go. Golden chest.
Very well done.
Lovely.
To survive, we'll have to look for every opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for more in the wilds. Miles, there's a symbol on the wall of the church.
I'm good, thank you, sir. How's yourself?
Devrim, where did this symbol come from?
I believe your city hunters must have put them here and there about the region as they
I'm a
scouted
hunter.
around. I think they meant it to mark something special. Or dangerous.
Well, let's go check it out.
Now these are new to Destiny. They've actually now added in basically dungeons for you to explore. No, Mikey. But hopefully there'll be a certain little lady giving you lots of cuddles to make it all worthwhile, my friend.
I believe tunnels and caves like the one you're in now stretch all across the EDZ. Who knows what's lurking down there? Be careful.
Thank you, Devrim. That was really encouraging and motivational there. So yeah, so these are basically, it's almost like an evolution of the loot cave. Basically, these are every area or every region in an area will have its own loot dungeon, and if you make it through the dungeon, kill the boss there, you get a loot box that you can take. Oh really, Mikey? Oh, sorry to hear, buddy. I was I probably would have been able to go on the Sunday, the 24th. But yeah, if you can't make it, mate, then it's a lot. I know it's a lot of money for you to come down, son. Hopefully, you should still be able to sell them, though. Apologies, he's falling through. Oh, these Destiny server messages are starting to bother me now. That means you can disconnect at any time. Don't muck about. Problem is with Destiny 2 servers, because it's online, if they don't get a response, then what will happen is the game will actually kick you out to the main menu, which is really annoying. No, I can fully appreciate that, my friend. I can fully appreciate that. Oh! I'm pretty sure I just went for the wall.
I just snagged a key code from that captain. I think I can open his supply cache.
So this is the reward you get for clearing out the new dungeons.
Good work down there, you two. Keep an eye out for other hidey holes and treasures like this one. But that's for another day. In the meantime, what say we get down to business? Come on back up to the church tower.
You do just do what you got to do, my friend. That's all is that's important. Alright, so we're starting to get our first bit of green level gear now. Really? So the difference between this generic one and this green level one is more string. That's what takes up an extra level, does it? String. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll say nothing. Please don't have a cape. Please don't have a cape. Phew. I really don't want to get a cape. I'm not going to have much of a choice in this, but I really don't want a cape. So we leveled up. So we can now add... so now our grenade will stick. Yeah, don't worry. You just focus on important stuff, buddy. That's what we do. Focus on the important stuff. Oh, really? So the gun that I bought, that was the same level of the one that I had. I've now just found another gun that's immediately better than it. Well, that wasn't a waste of credits, was it? Ah, silly bitty. Alright, now we have to find a way out. How do we get out? So yeah, so that's one of the cool new features now. You can also fast travel now. Everything's about saving time, just making it faster. Because if you remember doing anything in the first Destiny, just was such a pain. Such a pain. Like, everything is just a lot smoother, a lot quicker. Ba-boom. Headshot. Well, on Xbox, we've literally right at the very start, so we've only just made it to Earth. On PlayStation 4, I have finished the main story campaign with my Titan. So I've got all the locations, all the planets in the game. So Nessus, Io. Hello.
Welcome back. This
Hello.
time I did make tea for you, but I seem to have drunk it all. Perhaps if you were a mite quicker. Right, Beacon. While you were tussling with the Fallen, we've encountered a bit of a setback. Hawthorne has placed the last relay on the mountain above the salt mines, but even from that height, the signal still doesn't have the range we expected. It's a bit curious. Regardless, this signal booster should solve our problem if we can get it to her. Dead zone indeed.
Right, that's do that in. Okay, so I will not be buying any more weapons from him, because every time I buy weapons from this guy, I end up finding something better straight away. So we shall save our money. So this really is the strength of Destiny 2, is the fact that it just gives you more and more things to do. The further you progress, the more. Right, so we open a director and we can see we've got a new mission. Oh, okay. So you get the main story missions, but you also get these side quests now, these side missions, and these aren't patrols. These are just side missions that you can do in every region.
All right, next.
Helping me word. We're broadcasting a signal from the farm to people who fled the city saying, you'll be safe here.
And we need to make sure everyone, everywhere, can hear it.
Place a few signal amplifiers around the area to boost the signal. The trick.
So story missions are now mixed next to side missions. And it just gives you instantly a lot to do. A lot more to do.
Hang on a minute. I just spotted quite a few Fallen headed your way. Keep your guard up.
I do like a good hand cannon.
Eliminating that captain under the church must have drawn the rest of the Fallen out.
They won't stop coming. We need to make sure that signal is strong. You better hurry up and place that second node.
See, again, what is this? I swear. Some of the designs for the Hunter armor in Destiny 1 were terrible. I'm really hoping that they've done a better job for the second one. I know the Warlock has a lot better wardrobe, if that makes sense. Yeah, so basically what would happen before in Destiny 1? You just have a big area, and then in that area you would have patrol opportunities, and then you would have story missions, and you would do a story mission, go into orbit, go back to the place, blah blah blah. What happens now if I bring up?
You all tried to make it so we never even laid eyes on a Dreg. To keep us safe, right? There's another word for a
So
place
this
you're
is
not
so
allowed
this
to
is Earth.
leave.
So these are all the
You know,
different regions,
with walls you
or the
can't
different
see over,
sections. These are the different
guards
regions.
everywhere.
As you can see, there's secrets to be found, loot crates, dungeons. But you can also see now you have story missions. So that symbol means that it's a campaign mission.
Farm. Come and go whenever you want. So let's make sure everyone can
Yeah,
get there. Hey,
alright.
Guardian?
Alright, characters, shut up, I'm talking. Milestones are now your targets. These are your objectives. So you have, these are campaign missions by that symbol, and you also have region locations. So that's a campaign mission. So that's a main story, that will progress the main story. And you have these little missions which are for the region that you're in. And everything is designed to level you up, better kit, better stuff. There is literally just more to do now in just one region than pretty much the story and campaign in the first Destiny. Yeah, they've basically taken out all the kerfuffle. Because before, what you would have to do, you'd have to go to orbit, pick a location or a mission, and then go there. What happens now with this, which is called a director, it means standing right here, I can now go. These will become the other planets that you can visit. But literally from just standing here, I can now set course to go anywhere I want to do, all in one place. Look, there's Darth and Fusion. I see you. I see you. I see you. They've taken out a lot of the kerfuffle, really. I'm really hoping I can persuade Jax to pick this up. I might, we might have to do something for Christmas, I think. See if we can persuade her to give it another go. I need my perfect Guardian partner. Because Jax was awesome at Destiny. It's just fun. It's a lot more fun than the first one. The story's told in a much better way. From a cinematic point. There's a lot of content that's actually locked away until you progress far enough in the story to get there. So, and even when you finish the main story, finishing the main story just means it brings everything else up. Oh, Jax! But yeah, which is fair enough. But honestly, he just plays. I mean, what I will say is this: Bungie have definitely gone back to what they did with Halo 2. The opening to Destiny 2 is the same way that you had that massive big opening to Halo 2. Well, I won't be pushing that. That's why I've not texted you or tried to talk to you about Destiny at all. But thank you for letting me know. I will say this: there's hold on, let me just. If you played the first Destiny, when you first press start on Destiny 2, it looks to see if you've played the first Destiny, and then what it does is it does this little art book showing you all the big milestones such as the main story, the DLC, and any raids that you've done, and it shows you who you completed that raid with. There's a point where Jax and I finished the main story, the Dark Below, the House of Wolves, and then literally, and the raid that we did, the Crota raid that we did with Northie and her husband. And then literally, you can literally see where Jack said, "I'm not playing Destiny anymore," because she's just me on my own. I did make a video of it. I wasn't sending it to Jax, but the yawn, hell no, and go screw yourself, Sean. You bore me. Is probably what I would get back, so we won't be doing that. But hello, Jax. I hope you're okay.
I read the boosted signal, and some kind of strange feedback.
The Fallen are nothing if not persistent. I'd wager they have some kind of jamming devices nearby.
I'll tell you what I definitely do miss. I definitely miss Jax's ability to hear twinkle noises. Go away. No one can find collectibles in games like Jax does. It's ridiculous how good she is. And it's also something that the Mini-Me has, because if you ever play Lego with Mini-Me, Mini-Me can find treasure chests like no one else I know. It's like a superpower. Ow. Damn Fallen and their jamming machines.
There.
That should be enough.
Got a
There we
clear
go.
signal. No more feedback.
5 by 5 here as well. Excellent work.
It's nice to have a guardian helping us normals for a change. But there's one more thing. Did I send those coordinates correctly?
I've got them. Through the tunnel, across the river.
That's the place. I left something behind there.
Wow, that graded really well. We actually got nowhere. Stay still. I can hear him whispering, where are they? Now you may notice that I don't have a sparrow. You do not get a sparrow until quite later in the game, which means you have to do a lot of running around. Which is quite painful. Right, how am I supposed to get over there? But yeah, but honestly, visually it looks no different than the PS4 version, which is quite good for an Xbox game. Oh, for Lazy Sunday streaming, I will be streaming
your coordinates, Hawthorne.
some Knack 2.
I left supplies there that I had to abandon in a hurry a while back.
The Escapist 2 I will be also playing on Xbox. And then probably some Destiny 2 in the
dropped
evening.
everything and flew across the ocean to try and help. The city sure doesn't need it anymore.
Turn back?
Could
Well,
use
I've
that
got...
stuff at the farm.
Why are you telling me to turn back? This is the way I have to go. Silly game. Ooh. Ah, it's not quite a bum bag. But it's close. Is that German? Or Russian. I think he's German. So Velahorn. Okay, that's just rude.
Bad news, Hawthorne. The Fallen beat us here.
All right, forget the supplies. Clear out those Fallen, and we'll figure out our next move.
Time to... Don't attack the exploding barrels.
The area's clear.
Not for long. The Fallen don't like it when they're denied a good scavenge. They're bound to come at you in force.
Then do me another favor, you two. Drop another one of those node things to boost my signal, then get out of there.
Oh, I think we're in the fight now. Yep. Let's switch to... I never used to like the scout rifle. I never did. Yeah, the new powers that you get in Destiny 2 are very cool. Although I must admit, I do like the Titan's Captain America shield. No, messed that up. Let's finish it off with a bit of flair, shall we?
Made them mad. You're doing something. Don't let up.
Screw this.
Did it. They're gone.
You Guardians really are something else. I guess I kind of forgot that.
And now we know that there are resources to be found in the EDZ. Once we retake the city, that'll be a big help.
Sure.
What Soraya means to say is, thank you. Head back here when you can, you two. There's still quite a bit to do.
Whoa! What's going on here? It's a bit going to the gym, isn't it? I don't know about this. I don't know about this hunter look. I'm pleased there's no cape, but yeah. There's an orb. Oh, what a surprise. Now we need to head back. Where are we? I can't even see us on the map. That's not a good sign. I can't even see us on the map. Oh. Oh, I miss not having a spammer. But visually, this is a lot nicer than the first one. The engine works better. They just feel... It's like... You know when you went to the tower, and on the tower you basically just had spaces where there should have been shops, but you got the impression that they just never bothered to put shops there. Well, they've done away with that now. Everything makes more sense. Oh, public event. I can't tell if there's other Guardians there or not.
Getting some weird feedback on the comms. Dev, did you put your teacup on the broadcast switch again?
Looks like these fallen shanks are rerouting the signal.
Try dismantling one and taking a close look at the insides.
Oh, we missed a public event. That's a bit rubbish.
This code, it's acting as a kind of broadband amplifier. Their signal is blocking transmissions all across the dial.
That won't do.
Oh
we need the
no.
airwaves to be clear if we're to reach those poor
No.
souls who fled the city.
There's a signal antenna nearby. I can use the core to try to find the source of whatever the Fallen are doing.
It's not even a proper cape, it's a rubbish cape. Okay. Yeah. So for me, from what I've played on PlayStation 4, the improvements that they've made make a lot of sense and they do work, which is a good thing. Of course, what comes next is how accessible it is to be able to do a raid. Ow.
Another fallen antenna all the way out here. They're desperate to get everyone they can together. Wonder if they tried to reach their old homeworld with this.
Why do you think they're trying to jam us, Dev?
They missed their opportunity to take over this area after our friend touched the shard.
And now they're too scared to fight us head on. Typical Fallen.
Alright.
I lost the connect. The Fallen are jamming us.
Ow. Ow. Well, depends on the cape. You won't see my face, but we've actually made this hunter to have a bit of a daredevil look to his face. so the cape doesn't really suit him. So the fact that we started off with a hood and not a cape, it pleased me. Oh, Mikey, if Jax is still there, can you ask her if she watched Tin Star with Tim Roth? And what she thought of it if she did? I kind of want a second opinion before I try and watch it. Just in case she's rubbish. Oh, satisfying shotgun. Ooh, pretty sunset.
I found the source. It's underground. Deep underground.
That figures. Fallen love dark places.
Deep
Especially with the Red Legion all over the Dead Zone.
Really? Oh, what? They've done a Netflix thing then? Oh, didn't know that. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jax. So it looks like you're sending us again to another one of the new features. So you see this.
This tunnel looks promising.
That symbol means that there's a dungeon nearby. You clear it out, you get some good stuff. The music is absolutely sublime for this.
Fallen banners. We're definitely on the right track.
There's another fine example of Charmer stealth. Oh, okay, I'll just explode a barrel next to you and don't let that convince you that you should do something for that. I don't know.
really built up down here. We need to remember this place after we retake the city, so we can clear it out for good.
Or we could let the Fallen have their creepy caves, and not sacrifice more people.
Wait a minute, where's my loot box? I cleared you out. Give me my loot. Give me my loot. You owe me loot.
With that shield down, I can finally get a read on the source. It's close.
Yes, but where's my loot? This is a dungeon. Where's my loot? Whoops. Ugh. It's got cape. We can up. Dungeon, you owe me a loot box.
This is it. Hold them off and I'll use that shank core to shut down the signal remotely.
I've also noticed that Ghost actually says a lot less than he did in the beta. Unless it's just me. That did no damage to me whatsoever.
Just a little longer. Just before you took out that captain, I fried all their broadcast capable. No more jamming.
That means people will be coming to the farm from all over the planet. Once we get that last relay set up, we can reach out to the rest of the system.
Then we can start rallying Guardians to strike back against the Red Legion.
There will be plenty of time for both. For now, head back here when you can, you two.
Right, let's see what we got. Okay, that's slightly better. Still a bit skinny jeans though. Still a bit skinny jeans. Ah, scout rifle. Pulse rifle, good. we're doing well so far. We're starting to get a nice little collection of greens. Level 5, 49. That's not too bad. Right, I'm going to get to a safe spot and then I'm going to save it and then I'm going to continue this next time because it's 10:30 and I've gone a bit longer than I wanted to. I'm sure you guys are quite happy to be getting on with your Saturday evenings. But thank you for joining me. Thank you to Darth, Almighty 2, Fusion who popped in to say hello, Mikey and Jax who were there as well. Thank you very much for stopping by to say hello. Greatly appreciated. I hope you all have nice Sundays lined up if you can't join me. Oh, don't tell me I missed last night at the Proms. That wasn't tonight, was it? I thought last night at the Proms was next week. Don't tell me I missed all the pomp and ceremony. No. I might just be in time for part 2, actually. Ah! That's the first time I've missed last night at the Proms in years. Bollocks. Oh, no. Oh. I didn't check. I didn't check the schedule. Fuck. I used to watch last night at the Proms with my mum. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Bugger, 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 bugger. Fuck. Oh, I'm annoyed now. See, I was going to do this tomorrow, and I just thought, nah, there's nothing on, I might as well do it now. Oh, crap, I thought it was next week. I feel like I have failed as an Englishman. Right, I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch that small evening now. Oh man, was it good? Oh, that's annoyed me now. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at myself now. Because the funny thing was, I was only going to stream till 10 o'clock. Which is probably about the time when part 2 normally starts. What are you looking at in there?
The Fallen must have tucked it away in here and forgotten about it. I'm getting... Oh, these supplies were originally from the tower.
I am close with myself. Right, let's go here, do this, and then I'm going to save and back out.
Be careful out there.
Oh, man.
Aim well, my friend. A strong, stoic type.
Ah, well. Oh, well.
You know what I miss the most? Mark has mastered the art of the perfect cup of tea. He knows just how I like it, too. There was always a cup of tea.
This shall be continued tomorrow. So, thank you to everyone who joined me as I start Destiny for the first ever time on Xbox. I hope you all had a lovely evening. Thank you for stopping by and sharing some of your time with me. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow at some point during my lazy Sunday streaming. If not, I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday and a really good Sunday. And I will see you soon. And also, thank you to everyone here who helped make my birthday so amazing last Sunday. I don't normally do birthdays, and all your generosity and just being there and starting off with an amazing, fantastic happy birthday song, which I still listen to because it's awesome. But thank you for making the last week quite lovely for me personally. So until next time, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good evening, and I will speak to you later. Until next time, bye bye everyone. Bye bye.